topic we are going to discuss about the snapshot. So what is the snapshot in GCP, Google Cloud, and how we are performing in especially into the virtual machine management, and what are the features of that, and in which scenarios we are using the snapshot. So let me move to the topic. So snapshot. So let me first introduce myself. Myself, Pavan Kumar. I have 13 years of experience into the IT industry. So usually I'm taking care of the Linux, Unix, AWS, and Azure, GCP, VMware. So parallelly, I'm handling the corporate trainings also with a different level of experience, different levels. If you need any support and training, please reach us to me, Unix Backbench at the rate of gmail.com. So and we are introducing the special offer for the trainings, and especially if you are selecting any course, that would be for the limited period 6999. So this is period for the limited only. If you need more details, you can reach out to the mail or the contact number. Let me move to the topic. Um, so this is our agenda. So our agenda is that so by end of this session we are going to learn about what is a snapshot and what are the benefits of the snapshot and how we need to enable the snapshot and what are the advantages of the snapshot and which scenarios we can use it. Let me move. So the snapshot on the images, especially into the snapshot, is nothing but the backup. The backup of the persisting the disk. Especially, for example, there is a one virtual machine is there. That virtual machine will be having the one disk. So usually we are calling as the operating system disk, which is the major disk. So there is some scenarios. If the system is corrupted, is it going to be down? Means a lot of the scenarios disk issues will be coming, and the particular application also will goes down. So in that scenario, what usually we used to do means to just to avoid those situations, we are going with a snapshot of the images. Nothing but we are taking care of the snapshot on the moment of the time, entire the configuration of the server, application, ports, and each and everything network level, each and everything. On the moment of the time, we are going to take the one backup, and that backup we are going to use it into the different zones. Instead of creating the new clone server, we are going to use it the same setup into the different region. For example, my server is created on the Singapore region, and there is a new requirement is that same setup I need to establish into the for example US East one in different zone. So what I will do usually, instead of going with cloning of each and everything step by step copying the data, instead of that, what I will do, I'm just taking the one snapshot. So the bootable disk we are going to upload the whatever the image we selected instead of going with the regular images. So that will create the same set of the rules, same set of the data, and each and everything, the accessibility, transport, okay, each and everything should be into the project with a different region. So it will we can complete the task within a few minutes instead of going with a manual intervention. So snapshot, we are having the three types of the snapshots. One is the standard snapshot, one is the instant snapshot, and the third one is archive snapshot. So snapshot, especially into the backup and restoration and disaster recovery only we are using. Instant snapshot is nothing but majorly we are using for the rapid restoration. Nothing but for example, we can restore into the multiple location. For example, your disk is located into multiple regions. We can do that. And archive snapshot is nothing but for example, your data is you are storing for the long term. Okay, long term storage for the frequent of accessing the data and storing into separate location from your disk. So usually this type of the scenarios we are performing into the DR activities, nothing but regularly every month or every quarterly or every regular frequent of the times the people are going to take the snapshot. It is for the DR. Those the snapshot information they are storing into the not in same server. It going to store into the different servers. So means whenever there is a occurrence will come, your main server is going to be down or it is not accessible. They are going to collect the image from the your archive data. That image they are going to be upload, so that that data will be having the all the updated information. So this is one of the way of DR activity processing in legacy, and right now also that is there. We can use that option also, but the major drawback is that we need to keep the data into the large portion of the data. Means again you need to keep the same set of the data and the data storage. You need to maintain the servers. So this is the kind of the cost related issue. Depends upon the company and the priorities they are going to take up the actions. Let me move to the image of the snapshot. When you go into the Google Cloud, the Google Cloud, if you search with snapshots, you will get this type of the options. There you will find the number of the options for the snapshot. We have a option like, the view will be creating the snapshot and create the snapshot for the schedule. We can do the scheduling also, nothing but there is a separate moment of the time, patching moment of the time. We have options, we can create and scheduling also. So what are the scenarios? So let me move to the one of the demo session. So in this demo session, we are going to perform the some of the activities, creating the snapshot from the existing VM. We are going to create a one VM and with a default network and create a new VPN. Okay, and with the Singapore region, by using that VPN, we are going to create a new VM with the existing snapshot. Nothing but there is one VM we are creating. From that, we are going to take the one snapshot. By using the same snapshot, we are going to create a new VM virtual machine. Let we do workaround. So let me move to the topic. First of all, let me check the VPC. You can see that. Let me change my project. You can see that there is a one VPC with a default. Okay, so my requirement is that would be better. I'm going to create a one more VPC with a different reason. Okay, let it be the Singapore. Okay, and automatic or custom. I'm just selecting the automatic. I don't want to be all the roles. I'm going to select it. Okay, and just I'm going with, instead of global, I'm going with the same thing. I'm creating the things. So by the time it will going to create a VPC with Singapore region, so I'm going to create one more server. Let me create a duplicate session. Let me go for the compute engine. So as per our requirement, we need to create an instance. Right now, I don't have any instance. Okay. Let me create a, there is a one instance I'm creating with the default region. So right now I'm not selecting anything. I'm going with the default way. Okay. So it will be a standard one only. Okay, and you can see that I'm not changing anything. Okay, so it will be the standard way of input. Okay, and I'm just allowing the things. Let me create. So I'm not performing anything. The VPC also, whatever that I'm going to create, I'm creating from the same network, the default network. You can see that the demo VPC is created. So I'm going to take a one more snapshot. Let me create this server. From this server, I'm going to create a one snapshot. So we need to wait for a minute because the server is creating. So once the server is created, then we need to move on to the creation of the snapshot from the existing server. So right now my requirement is that I'm creating the instance main default. There is a one VM is I'm creating. So once the VM is created, from that VM, I'm going to take the snapshot. You can see that the VM is created. There is a number of the options is there. I'm just expanding the things. Okay, let me SSH the server. So since it's a new server, it will take a minute of the time. Let me authorize. So as I said earlier, authorization is a kind of the ability we need to approval. Okay, let it be df-h. You can see that. So this is the reviewed, nothing but this particular thing. This one we are going to take the snapshot. It's a 9.9 gigs. Okay. So how to take the snapshot now? Let me move to here. Just type the snapshots. There is a snapshot will be coming. You can see here there is an option called create the snapshot. Let me create a snapshot. For example, default. I'm just selecting the default. just selecting the demo default. Okay, so you can see that I'm just taking the what type of the snapshot I need to take it, and here you need to mention the source disk. So this is the my server. So instance main default, you can see that instance main default. So I'm going to select this one. Okay, I'm not doing performing any kind of activities here. I'm not taking any kind of the, I'm going with the standard one only. Okay, so let me take the snapshot. So I'm creating the snapshot. Okay, so you can see that it is a creation type is a manual. The snapshot I am going to create it. So you can see that there is a one snapshot already taken. Okay, so we can use the same snapshot also. So what I need to do right now, so I need to create a one more instance now. So what I'm doing now means, so let me complete the snapshot. Usually it will take a minute of the time. You can see here, this is snapshot name and the location and the size of the thing and the creation time. If you need more details means, you can, these are the options it will be there. You can select labels also. Means these are the different types of the information it going to be reflected here. So this is the my earlier snapshot I taken. Okay, this is the new snapshot I am going to be triggering. So it will take a minute of the time. Let me wait for a minute. Since it's on the 9.9, it will take some moment of the time to create the things. So by the time I will create, I am going to explain what exactly that we are going to do it. For example, there is one server is there. Okay, so there is a one more server we are going to create it. For example, this is the our server one. So this is the server two. Okay, so what we are going to do it means, from here I'm going to create a snapshot. Okay, this is the server one. I'm going to create a snapshot. By using the snapshot, okay, I'm creating the server two. But this region is in Singapore. So this region is from the different region. So nothing but same set of the properties I'm creating into the different environment. Like let we can see that. So it is already created. So my next level of the action is that, so I need to, by using this snapshot, I need to create a one server. So let me go here, create an instance. Okay, let me go here, demo 2. For example, Singapore is selected. Okay, here I need to select the Singapore. For example, what exactly the requirement is that? Our requirement is that we need to create the server into the Singapore region. So I'm selecting the Singapore region. If you need any specific zones means you can select it. If not, anyway you can go with any. Okay, so I'm not changing any values. Okay, for example, here if you want to means you can go with any changing of the values, but right now I'm not performing any kind of the values here. I'm going with the standard mechanism only. Okay, and you can see that here there is one set of the values we need to be changing. That is, right now the image is coming from the, this is the disk, but I don't want to be go with the from the whatever the GCP is providing. I want to go with the from my snapshot. Means the bootable disk should be my snapshot. Okay, let me go here, snapshot. Okay, and you need to click here. This is the snapshot. You can see here, snapshot demo default. Snapshot demo default. We have a two snapshot, one default, demo default. You can see here, one default, demo default. So I'm going to select the demo default. Okay, we can go here. For example, as we can see here, workaround, there is a number of options for the archive snapshot, existing disk, custom images, nothing but if any images also we can do that. And public images means from the other, if you want to change the operating system also, you can do that. But right now I'm going with the snapshot only. Okay, so go with the select. You can see that right now the snapshot is selected. Okay, so I'm just allowing the things. I'm just reconfirming once again. Selected the snapshot. Okay, create. So right now the server is creating, so it will take a minute of the time to complete the process. So, but usually whenever we are storing this data, it is a chargeable. So we need to make sure that once our activity is completed, we need to delete. In production environment, if you want to delete means we cannot directly delete. We need to get approval from the user, means the application team or the server owner. From there only, once we get approval, then only we have to perform deletion operations. And there is some other scenario we can take the snapshot. For example, if you want to perform any kind of activities, you are editing some kind of the property, for example expansion of the disk, you are performing some kind of the patching, you are performing some kind of the activities like a network level, DNS level. Okay, or you are performing any kind of editing options, nothing but when you are adding subtraction, this type of the resources when you are performing, the best recommendation is that you have to take the snapshot and you need to perform the activity. If all goes well, you can delete the snapshot. If there is some issue come across into the in the particular process, you need to go with the snapshot. Nothing but you need to reclaim the snapshot, you need to establish the reclaim the snapshot. So that is one of the best advantage. Nothing but once the issues happen, you are not in a position to go with the activities. So this is the from snapshot. You can see here, this is a different zone, this is a different zone I created. Okay, nothing but so I'm creating the two snapshot from the VM. So let me authorize here. We can go with just I'm enabling the things. You can compare the things also. Both are into different regions. This is the original server. This is a server from the backup. You can see here, this is the original server. Okay, instance main.default. It will ask for the authorization. Let me authorize. Instance demo 2 dot. You can see here 9.9. You're able to see here, right? It's a 9.9. Let me place both of them into the beside. You can see here, this is the main one. This is the instance demo one. You can see that this is a 9.9 and this is also 9.9. Means the same disk, nothing but it is in Singapore region, it is into the default what exactly the there, it is taken the same thing. So by this way we can perform the snapshot. So this is one of the major advantages we are performing into the snapshot, and we can create the multiple servers by using the same image. So by that, if you want to create any number of servers, we can create into the seconds only with the same configuration. Otherwise, we need to keep the same configuration, means a lot of the manual work will be there. We can avoid that work by using the snapshot. Thank you for watching and please subscribe in my channel.